Hello there, my name is Jim Sparks, and welcome to the 10 Spotlight. Today we are talking about Gen Alpha, Sephora, Anthem, and the Salvation Army's response to the devastating wildfires in Texas. All right, let's get into it. Generation Alpha is the newest generation to get a label. Who are they? Well, Generation Alpha, born between 2010 and 2024, is the first cohort to grow up entirely online. Expected to be the largest generation in history, they're mostly children of millennials. They're dubbed iPad kids and are heavily influenced by platforms like TikTok. Millennial parents are introducing them to technology early, with smartphones being given at age 9 on average. They're shaping consumer habits, being targeted by brands, and accessing financial tools at a young age. Born during a time of increased climate awareness, they exhibit concern for social issues like racism and poverty. Gen Alpha is characterized by global empathy and a deep connection to the world's challenges. If you are struggling to connect with this group, you just need to learn their language. It's pretty straightforward. Here, I'll teach you. Listen. Yo, no cap. He has all the riz and she is sus for not calling him the GOAT. See, totally makes sense. On to our next story. It's no secret that we are facing a mental health crisis amongst teenagers post-pandemic. A new report just came out, and it's all about what teens really need to boost their mental health. Crisis Text Line and Common Good Labs produced a report that analyzed a bunch of anonymous conversations between teens and crisis counselors. The report says that social connection is super important for teenagers. Not just chatting online, but like real face-to-face time with actual humans. Notably, teens are drawn to expressing themselves through music, writing, and other artsy stuff. Being engaged creatively makes teens feel better. The report also discusses how teens need more in-person activities like sports and clubs. And it's not just about hanging out, it's about feeling connected to something. What is clear in this report? We need better access to mental health services and more support from our communities. Let's be advocates and program teen events in ways that allow them to express themselves and engage in social groups. And in our final story, things are getting very real at Sephora. There's been a noticeable surge of young shoppers, particularly tweens, flooding the Sephora stores lately, gravitating towards trendy brands like Drunk Elephant and Sol de Janeiro. This influx has led to chaotic scenes with messy testers, wiped out product displays, and reports of entitled behavior from some of these young customers. There are plenty of videos on TikTok and Reddit showing these whippersnappers screwing around and having the audacity to demand out-of-stock items. Some Sephora employees have expressed frustration, feeling overwhelmed by the influx of younger shoppers and their demands. All this is really saying is that Sephora is basically the new youth group room. We have long dealt with young people being messy and demanding high-end products like Mountain Dew rather than the customary Mountain Dew Lightning or Dr. Thunder. Sephora, welcome to the club. Now let's turn our attention to our youth worker resource of the week. Emmanuel?
I'm here. We do an event each August called Anthem, and we want all young adults in the territory to come. If you're a young adult or have young adults at your core, ages 18 to 28, we encourage you to get them to this event. It will take place August 5 through 10 at Camp Redwood Glen. From meaningful worship experiences to outrageous games, Anthem is a place where you can come as you are to worship, engage in community, and have lots of fun. We hope to see you in August.
That seems unnecessary. We close with some Salvation Army news. The Salvation Army Emergency Disaster Services teams are providing emotional and spiritual care to residents affected by wildfires in the Texas Panhandle. Despite progress in containing the fires, over 400 businesses and homes have been destroyed, leaving many devastated. ESC workers offer encouragement, prayer, and support to those in need, including survivors and responders. They participate in multi-agency resource centers, providing practical and financial assistance. The ESC team emphasizes the importance of spiritual support in times of crisis and remains dedicated to serving the community. The Salvation Army's response includes providing meals, drinks, snacks, and other essentials, with a focus on compassion and collaboration with local communities. As of Friday, March 8th, the Salvation Army has provided 1,984 meals, 2,149 drinks, 2,192 snacks, 158 blessing bags, and 15 thrift store vouchers. This is what's so cool about the Salvation Army. We preach the gospel of Jesus Christ and meet the human needs in His name without discrimination. That's a wrap for this episode. Keep fighting the good fight, and we will see you next time.